Rob Hargrave, running for Ward 6. I've lived in that ward for 37 years, and I was on council for 15. And why I'm running in this election? It's because there's been a lot of disinformation and miscommunication over the last 4 years. Over the last 4 years, Soccer City, the Bethesda Park, were sold without public input. Without public input. As a result, some of the deals have gone astray, and the developer now is suing the town for $38 million. And now who pays for that? The taxpayer? That would represent $2,200 per household. Another concern I have is MZOs. Taking prime moraine land and giving it to developers and opening it up and putting another 3,000 homes in Stouffville. Do we have the infrastructure to carry those additional houses when in fact it's moraine land and they shouldn't have been opened? The other concern I have is taxes. Taxes went up 10% in 2 years, over 2019 and 2020. This current council is not working as a functioning unit. There's no communication back to the public. This town needs integrity, experience, and leadership, and that's what I bring 15 years as a councillor in the past. On October 24th, re-elect Rob Hargrave, Ward 6. Thank you. You're taking three major areas. One is Main Street, the other is transportation, and the other is the overall functionality of Ward. My biggest concern about Main Street with the Main Street construction is, in reality, that should have been done in 2019 and 2020 with COVID years. Construction companies were open, the retailers were shuttered. That would have been the best time. What is the plan now that they're opened up again? This will be very disruptive. We need to be very detailed in that plan to make sure that they do not go through the same process that happened in COVID. The other concern is traffic. It always has been, and Ward 6 is one of the main reasons with the roads going through. So I'd like to see more cooperation between York Regional Police, the town, and the public input on this. This is a very important issue. And the other thing that I'd like to bring up is whistle sensation. Markham has it. It's well overdue in Stouffville, and it should have been done in 2020. 2020, the budget was $417,000. Councillor said they couldn't do it. We have the money. They bought a property in town for $1 million. That's 2 times the cost of whistle sensation. It should be done. Stouffville as a whole. When I was on council, when I was first elected in 2023, the word that we came up to it, or the logo, was country close to the city. Now the city is in the country. And I think there's been a lot of mismanagement and misplanning within the last couple of years with MZOs going out to 3,000 homes from a developer. We need to step back and we need to reevaluate what Stouffville is. To me, it's still country close to the city, and we have to come back with plans to ensure that the Main Street stays positive, the roads are kept, and that the people still can have a viable tax base. So it's coming back to fiscal responsibility and what our whole meaning of what this town is: country close to the city. Ward 6 is, it's had its changes over the years. And now it's been a smaller area, but still remains the same. There's one area that I think everybody should be aware of. It's called the Asset Management Study. It's on my website. It's a study that was done last year by the town. It takes in the infrastructure of water, roads, and transportation, what shape they're in. That report came back this June 2022, and it basically said 75% of those main infrastructure pillars are in poor condition. They said in the report it takes $15 million a year in capital payments and budget to go towards the upkeep. We need to look at that. This is very viable. If we don't have roads, we don't have water, we don't have transportation, we're not a community. I want to revisit it, and I want to focus in on that, because Ward 6, the roads are bad, traffic's up, We need to take a step back and look at this report.